Alright, let's try a lunging attack. A lunging attack. A lunging attack. Oh my god. A lunging attack. There we go. I swear, it must be from... I can definitely feel when either frame rate drops or when it feels like the game's moving through molasses, but some of my inputs just get dropped, like it doesn't register that I press forward at all, so it just thinks I'm pressing R2. I can tell that's the issue too because there have been times where it feels like the game is moving like super fast, like it's 1080p compared to 480p. Alright, so... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I see you up there. Okay, so normally cannon, you know, bullet to damage ratio is worse than any other gun, but you only get one surprise shot before the enemy notices you, and nothing does it better than the cannon. I just wasted bone arrow ash. Alright, take this fucker. Boom. Look at that. That is a red-eyed hunter, too. That is a lot of damage. Oh. There, I was waiting for a shot. Two. A little too fast. Good thing his aim is shit. Gotcha. Alright, so there is actually a reason why I'm here. There is a method to my madness. I just first want to kill everything in the Hunter's Nightmare, just so I can have it all to myself. Because it's fun to walk a lonely road along a trail of blood. It's the only path that you ever know. But I wanted to be able to freely roam around in order to show what it is I want to show. As for this snail woman here, you have to think to yourself, where exactly did she fall from? Well, if you play later on, you will actually see more of her later, but it doesn't make sense. Where could she have possibly fallen from? Well, if you think about it, rather let me show you. First, clean off my clothing and weapons here. Yeah, good as new. Trying to get an aerial view here. Okay, there's one. But, let's get a little closer. So, that snail woman comes from the Fishing Hamlet. Now, if you've played into the DLC, you'll know how to get to the Fishing Hamlet. And that is when you go into the clock tower and exit through the clock face. But look, there's the clock face. Where's the hamlet that you walk into? It should be right there. In fact, all of this, according to the hamlet, should be underwater. Now, I haven't gotten that far myself, but if you do go to Fishing Hamlet and look down into the depths, you can see this ruined city here deep underwater, which is something really cool. You can see Hunter's Nightmare from Fishing Hamlet, but you cannot see Fishing Hamlet from Hunter's Nightmare. And then here is the very base of the tower. It's also, when you think about it, out of the 5 bosses of the DLC, 4 of them are fought within the tower. You have Ludwig, who's fought at the base of this tower. I still feel bad about killing him.
Why the hunters are drawn to this nightmare.
But had I not killed Ludwig, Simon would have for me.
Things that some would rather keep
Except unless if I would have talked to him in church attire, which I didn't know.
of petty arrogance, really. High time someone exposed the whole charade.
But you also fight the living failures at the top of the tower, as well as Maria right behind the clock face, and there is a secret boss in the DLC that you also fight at the base of the clock tower, but now you must be thinking, but he's not here. Well, you're right and you're wrong. He's not here, but he is at the base of the clock tower. So, let me show you. If you... maybe you hadn't noticed. Let me get a better view. But it's very easy to miss, or to assume that maybe this entire area loops around and you end up where you started. Or close enough, since when you exit from the very first lamp, which would be the ruined cathedral ward or Odin Chapel, the clock tower is right there. However, here is the clock tower that we were just in, where Ludwig is at the base. Now, if I'm any good at navigating with this monocle on, and I'm not, I'm walking into... oh. So, you notice the clock tower that we just came from is behind me. But then, if that clock tower's over there, then how exactly would that explain that clock tower over there? Did you ever notice that there were two astral clock towers? That one over there, where Ludwig is at the bottom of, is where you exit to the Fishing Hamlet, which you can't see from here, because these are different levels of the Nightmare. You can't see higher levels from a lower level, you can only see lower levels from a higher level. Notice also that, well, that first tower there is where Lawrence is guarding the very bottom. Or Lawrence is at the bottom of that tower there. There is a Vicar of the Cosmos, which are those tentacle-faced monsters that I just fought before, guarding both towers, which I found is interesting. And if you go to Fishing Hamlet, you'll see those ships strewn about. Well now, go to the Nightmare Frontier and look over the side and tell me what you see in the depths below. Very chilling.